के सैनिक हैं, उनको कश्मीरी लोग मार रहे थे, उनको क्यों इतनी फ्रीडम नहीं दी गई है कि वो उनके हाथ में हथियार है, वो चाहे तो उन लोगों को मार सकते हैं जो उनको मार रहे हैं? क्या उनके बेसिक राइट्स नहीं है?
यही तो सबसे मुझे दुख की बात है कि हमारे सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस अपना ही देश में ऐसे घटनाओं का सामना करना पड़ता है। लेकिन उसका दूसरा पहलू भी है, जैसे कि हमारा सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस को दे ट्राई टू पेंट एज अ विलेनस कि सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस डू नॉट कंसीडर ह्यूमन राइट्स, ये करते हैं वो करते हैं, तो हमारे ऊपर बदनाम होता है। तो ऑन कैमरा आवर सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस कैन नॉट एक्ट to show that they are very harsh on dealing with the separatists or some of the people who are extremists in their conduct. But there are many things which our security forces do.
So Kiran sir, would it be right?
आप एक चीज को दिखाई दे रहे हैं ना, आप दूसरा चीज नहीं दिखाई देते हैं। इसलिए मैं कह रहा हूँ कि बहुत कुछ हम नहीं बता सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमारा फोर्सेस को कोई बोलेंगे कि ये ह्यूमन राइट का कोई परवाह नहीं करता है। एक तरफ से हम ये दिखाना चाहते हैं कि we treat Kashmiris as our own, तो वो दिखाना भी पड़ेगा ना कि हम ऐसे नहीं दिखाएंगे तो भी ठीक नहीं। लेकिन ये भी गलत हो जाता है कि सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस मार खाते रहेंगे और खामखा मारे जाएंगे, ये भी देश के लिए ठीक नहीं है।
Does it sound like, he talked about the video of the CRPF people, which comes under MHA, getting heckled. So it sounded like you support the soldiers who use that Kashmiri shawl weaver as a human shield. Because you're very frank, but you support the means he used.
As I said, there are certain things which cannot be spoken out as a matter of policy, because if I say something, it becomes a part of government's policy or our stance. But there are certain things which are decided and acted on the spot as contingency. The exigencies of a particular situation will propel our forces to act in that particular manner. If it is a question of protecting your own life, then you might adopt to a means which in the normal course of action you won't do it. So human right belongs to everybody. You have human rights, security forces have human rights, the normal citizens do have human rights.
Would you say that one of the best things that you've done is getting rid of the red light, lal battis?
Actually, from the day one, nobody knew that Prime Minister had, in the first Council of Ministers meeting when all we took oath.
In 2014?
Yes, in the beginning, Prime Minister had given this view that it is not necessary to use red light. So ministers can take it off if you wish, but the law was not framed. There was no executive order, but he just mentioned it voluntarily, if anybody can take it off. I have never used red light in my vehicle, never used from the day one.
Yeah.
Many of the media people know it. I never used it. My security people do use it because they have their own requirement. I never used it.
Right. You
When
don't use it, Rajiv Rudi doesn't use it. There are several people.
I have never used red light in my vehicle from the beginning. So for people like us, we are here to work and perform and serve the nation.
So here,
status is not important for us.
So here's where the paradox lies. Why is it that your government, which actually believes in and got rid of this, why is it that your government increased security for people? This Z plus, Y plus, your ministry, and that is your ministry, sir, there are now 50 new names in the list. And there are people who we don't know why they need security. In the UK, you see the prime ministers holding their own bags. When they come out the airport, they lift their own bag. The day they leave office, they do that. And I think that's what you're saying is the vision of the Prime Minister. Then why is it that your government has increased Z security, Y security? Why does Baba Ramdev need? Why do all these people, Jugal Kishore Sharma, Jammu and Kashmir, well, he's of Jammu and Kashmir, but other people, IPL team owners, O.P. Mathur, why do these people need?
See, security is something which is not related to status or related to any policy matter. Security is something even we can't debate about. If we get the inputs that the particular person is to be attacked on a particular date, it is our duty to secure. In America or in Germany, the level of threat is not there. See, you have to understand.
America has a huge level of threat.
No, America is not surrounded by the adverse countries. See, you have to understand. Many people do make comparison, but it's misplaced. For example, they say that Indian airports, why your security forces check so much? But if you go to America, they check more. Security is something you can't compromise with. If there is a major bomb blast in any part of the land, or if a person who is an important person is assassinated,
right,
then you are the one, the media will question that why the security has not been provided. See, last time when the Jharkhand MP was assassinated by the Maoist, then the question was raised that why the central government home minister could not provide security to the MP, knowing that he would be attacked.
In Chhattisgarh.
So, no, I'm talking about the Jharkhand MP, Mr. Mahato. After that, the big attack was in Chhattisgarh,
That's
where
right,
all the political leadership of the state,
yes,
of the party were eliminated.
Right.
So, you please don't equate security issue with the status.
Okay.
Security is a need base. If Baba Ramdev is being given security, it's not free. They pay for it. If we provide
no,
CISF,
that's a CISF at his unit.
That's
but he has Z plus as well, personally.
Security is
he's not paying for. That's
security is a separate matrix assessed by specialized agencies.
Okay.
Kiran Rijiju cannot decide who should be given what category of security. It is being assessed
but
by.
But the previous Home Minister did reduce it. I'm just saying that he did reduce it.
He did reduce because that time the review came in such a way that security was not necessary.
Okay.
How can you override the inputs of the security agencies?
I'm really overwhelmed to see you right now. Whatever happened in Ramjas College, when Gurmehar Kaur incident happened, then you told that we should not question the government. So why should we not question the government? We have the freedom and right to question the government. And right now, as I'm from Northeast, so these things are more crucial for us, what I feel. Ki whatever happened, and on 23rd of this April, you have an event of book launch for Northeast at the Land of Opportunities, where you told ki Northeast is a place that has been hype up so much of this racial discrimination, but we should not have the outlook, we should look in, ki what can we do? So if there is something like that we can work on, what's that? Because your statements are like that, ki you have to work on it, but what's that work that we should work on?
Okay, that's a good query. What I initially on that Ramjas issue, there's a young girl, I think 19 years old.
Yeah, also a college student.
Yeah, so see, there's a limitation to conflict. So when many media people came to me, they said, one group of media says that, oh, she's too young, nobody should respond to her. Same group will again say that, no, she has the right to have opinion, 19 years old, she can have a matured opinion. So I told the media friends that you decide what is your thinking, whether she is too young to be responded or she is too matured that she can have her own opinion. My point was that when the line was mentioned in her statement that Pakistan has not killed her father, Pakistan is not responsible, war is responsible. Only that part I said that you can't justify Pakistan's act, or you can't absolve Pakistan from their crime. Pakistan is responsible for all the crimes we are seeing in Jammu and Kashmir in many parts. And your father is a martyr and you said Pakistan is not responsible. See, many freedom fighters, many martyrs, many people came to me, they said we are paying. So only do that part, there's nothing to do with the questions about the thing. So Hansraj, these are a matter of the college. This is not our...
Ramjas.
Yeah. Or JNU, whatever. College affairs is nothing to do with the political parties. These are student politics, college issues. This is not.
But so the government did get involved. Government is the one, MHA is the one, and Delhi police is the one which put sedition against
Obviously,
the students.
That case is going on.
Yes, sir, but it hasn't been charge sheeted.
The court has taken cognizance.
No, but
if
the charge sheet is usually filed within 30 days.
No, your question is right. Sunetra, what you are saying is right.
Right.
Suppose, let me be very frank. If we don't act against those, they are not ordinary boys. They are 26 years old, 29 years old in the name of scholarship, PhD. They are getting the maximum benefit of the government subsidies and they will tear apart the Indian flag. They are the people, whenever CRPF Jawan is killed, they celebrate. They are the people who do everything anti-national. And if we don't act, we means the police, the local police people do not act, then they will say that means you can abuse this nation freely and there will be no action. You know, let me tell you one thing, 95% of the people supported government's action, means the police action, that those who fight against India in the land of our country, in our territory, inside our college campus, must be penalized. This is the thinking of the nation. It is not Kiran Rijiju's will or my own agenda.
Sure, sir.
It is the will of the people.
Sure. I'm only pointing out that a lot of what you said hasn't been proved yet. For example, the videos, whether they said it or not, which is why the Delhi police may not have filed a charge sheet.
No, this is not my duty to go into the evidence. The agencies will look after that. The only justification what I am giving is that you can abuse person, okay, fine. You can accuse, you can criticize the Prime Minister, you can criticize the government, you can criticize the ministers, and do it freely. Don't abuse the nation. Now let me come to a very important point. Before we came to power, some people wrote in Facebook against Sonia Gandhi. The government of the day, that time Home Ministry summoned the Facebook people. Somebody wrote something in the newspaper, they were summoned. You tell me in last 3 years, people abuse Prime Minister day in, day out. Have we acted once even? No, because it's a free country.
You're right.
So those days, Nehru days, Indira Gandhi days, Rajiv Gandhi days, Sonia Gandhi days, you can't accuse the government. They were summoned, but now this doesn't happen because Prime Minister says this is a free country, you make free speech, you have free, freedom to make anything, any kind of comment against the government.
Sure, sir.
The only thing is don't abuse the nation.